Hi everyone, I'm Liz. I am the Teen/Outreach Services Manager at the Dover Public Library, and I'm here today to talk about one of our digital collections, the Ohio Digital Library. The Ohio Digital Library is the first of 3 digital collections that you can access with your Dover Public Library card. This service has the largest selection, but also the longest wait times, because libraries across the state purchase titles and have access to the collection. So I'm going to start today with some screenshots from the Libby app. These may look a little different from what you will see on your own devices. One, because I have an Android, and even if you have an Android, sometimes there's a difference in how it looks, and second, because I already have Libby set up on my phone. One thing about Libby is that it is very, very good about leading you right through the setup process. So let's have a look. So the first thing you're going to want to do is install the Libby app. Libby is by Overdrive, that is the company. And if you are trying to do this on a Kindle, you're going to look for the Overdrive app instead. It's the same collection, just a different app if you're using a Kindle. So like I said, Libby is very, very good about leading you right through the process. She'll say, hey, do you have a library card? She'll have you pick out a library, enter the card number, and then your PIN. And for the card number, you're going to put in your whole barcode number. It should start with a 2. You're going to put that whole number in, no spaces. And the PIN should be the last 4 digits of your phone number. Now, if that doesn't work or your library card does not start with a 2, please message us and we will figure out what's going on and we can reset that remotely for you. So in the Libby app, you have 2 home screens. You have your shelf, which is what opens up for me when I open up Libby, and that shows you what you have checked out. And then you have your library. If you hit library, it'll take you to the library's homepage. Again, this is the Ohio Digital Library. So next we're going to talk about preferences. If you noticed on the previous slide, I had 4 preferences set, which usually I do. But preferences, they will limit what you see, even when you're searching for something. So when you're getting started, I suggest not having those set. So the defaults are any, all, Libby, that kind of thing. You can set your preferences if you want to. Usually I have it format, audiobooks, language if you want a different language. They do have some Spanish. I know they have Chinese. I think they have some other languages on there that you can explore. For audience, I am the teen librarian, so I do like to check out young adult books. Compatibility is what you're going to read it on, so leave it on Libby if you're using the Libby app. Availability, I like something now. And how it's sorted, I like to see the most popular stuff. So right away, when I get into browsing, I'm going to see the most popular young adult audiobooks that I can check out right now. But for the purposes of searching and browsing for today, I took all of those off. So next, if you click on Explore, you can see the Ohio Digital Library has some guides for you. If you want to check out what's for kids or for teens or magazines, you can do that here. So I actually forgot until I was making this that we can check out magazines on Libby. That's really cool. So if you're missing your magazines that are free at the library, you can check them out here. A lot of them, not all of them, unfortunately, but You can look at the catalog guide for magazines. There is a search button up at the top. So I remembered then that you can check out crochet magazines on here, and I love to crochet, so I went ahead and put that in and found Crochet World. I think is the one. Yep, Crochet World, and I went ahead and borrowed a couple. So whenever you are going to borrow, it looks about the same, whether you are checking out a magazine or a book or whatever item you want to do. You're going to look for the borrow button, and that will take you to a confirmation page. You are borrowing Crochet World for 21 days. Here you can click 21 days and change that if you'd like. You can always return stuff early. It's not a big deal. And then when that looks right, you hit borrow, and then you can open magazine, and then it opens up the magazine. Now on the screenshot, you can't see it, but if you click on the right or on the left, you turn the pages. And there are some other options within the app if you touch in the middle first. So back home in the library, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, past all the books that it's showing you, all the way to the bottom, it shows you subjects. So if you're into romance, nonfiction, juvenile fiction, young adult literature is down there, but it's further down the list. You can click those and get right to the subject that you would like to read. And I like browsing this way on the app. So I went into young adult literature, and then my preferences are still blank. So I didn't go back to my old ways and reset those yet. But I can refine what is on my list, and that's kind of a temporary preferences. So you can say which format you want, which language you want, audience, compatibility. I believe the next one is availability. So you can have those options just for this list, and that's pretty helpful. So I chose to get the book The Rest of the Story by Sarah Dessen. So I went ahead and borrowed that by just clicking the big borrow button. So in the book settings, this is what it's going to look like when you open up your book on the Libby app. You've got the cover and your progress in the book. If you click the 3 lines, you're going to have a menu. So you can search, you can look at the chapters, you can do bookmarks, you can also do your reading settings. So that's what I show you in the next picture. You can change your font size, which is very, very helpful. I think that's probably the most important setting to know about, how to change your font size. And also change the lighting and the book design. You can play with all those settings and make it what you would like it to be. And Libby will save those settings for every book that you're going to read on the Libby app. So next I went into the audiobook that I had checked out, Wildcard, and had a look at the audiobook options. So the first one here is you can adjust the speed. So if you want it to go faster, you can do that. You can also set a sleep timer for how many minutes. So you can say, I want this to shut off in 30 minutes. Or you can add a bookmark. This is just to save a part of the book. The app will remember where you are in an audiobook, in your magazine, in your regular book. It will remember where you are. You don't have to hit bookmark. And then the 3 lines again, that's your menu. So you can skip to a chapter, you can view your bookmarks, or you can look at the tips and secrets and find out more. So back on your bookshelf, you can see again what you have checked out. So this is the shelf instead of the library. It shows the book that I'm currently reading. which is the rest of the story. Now, if I decide that I don't want this book anymore, or if I finish it in 2 days, which is more likely the case since it's Sarah Dessen and she's awesome, I can click Manage Loan and I can return it early. As it gets closer to the due date, if there are no holds on the title, a renew button will show up, but since I just checked this out yesterday, it's not going to show up for me yet. Okay, so that is everything on the app. So I'm just going to show you guys what this looks like on a computer from our website here. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing on the computer. I'm going to start at doverlibrary.org. I'm going to go to eLibrary. And because this is alphabetically, we're going to go scroll down to the last one, the Ohio Digital Library. Now I am already signed in, so it says My Account over here on the right, but if you are not signed in, it will say Sign In, and you will select your library, put in your barcode, again, the whole thing, no spaces, and your PIN number, the last 4 digits of your phone number, and you'll be where I am right now. So we can see my account settings here. Go to my loans, holds, wish list, if I've rated titles, and my settings. I'm going to go to my bookshelf, and here you can see what I have checked out. So just like we saw before, the rest of the story, Crochet World, and Wildcard. No surprises there. Next we have notifications. So if a hold were to come in for me, it would show me right here. It'll also email you when those are available. You can search, and you can do an advanced search here if you know more of what you're looking for, if you're looking for it in a particular format or something like that. I suggest just the normal search. That way you're not limiting yourself right away. We'll come back to search. They do have a special kids page, so if you have little ones that you're worried about seeing all the romance books or other materials not suited to their age group, you can click the kids collection, and all of this stuff is kid appropriate, and they can search here. I'm going to go back to the main collection. We can go to collections, and it'll show us some similar stuff from the app. Got kids, got your teens, got the magazines, ebooks that are available now, audiobooks, videos, magazines. We can also go to subjects, and there's a lot of subjects that you can look through in here. Yeah, lots of subjects. And these numbers tell you how many books there are. Scroll back up. We'll go home by clicking the Ohio Digital Library logo. And then they always have a featured title here, something that they think people will be interested in. They've got their Meet Libby and some other newsworthy items. So lucky day, you can go pick out something to read. Always available titles. So this is a different way of checking out. And this might be special just for what's going on right now. But usually the way the Ohio Digital Library works is there's one copy of the book for one user. So if I want the book and Linda wants the book, we can't both have the same book at the same time. The library has to have 2 copies, one for each of us. That has to do with the digital rights and the publishers and the agreements we've all come to get these books available to library patrons. But these books are always available. So that means you, me, everybody, we can all check out part of your world and listen to it together. And then they always have like some highlighted subjects, like time for a new hobby. So if you want to learn to sew, want to learn how to drum, got Let's Get Organized, From Page to Screen, so you can read the book before you see the movie. Magazines, and this, I'm bored, keeping the kids busy. It might be very, very useful for you guys at this time. Women's History Month, Deaf History Month, and then at the end they have your account, some support, so you can get help, the languages, links to the apps, things of that nature. All right, so we're going to scroll back up, and we're going to search a little bit. And I like to search for my buddy Meg Cabot. I always put Meg Cabot in here because I know there's always something in here. So if a book is available for us to check out, it will have available up at the top of the cover. And it will have a borrow on the side. You can also add it to your wish list. If it's not available and you don't want to place a hold, you can add it to your wish list for later. It will also show you the format. So this is an audiobook. You can see that very easily by the headphones. The next one, No Judgments, is an ebook. So it's a regular book. It is not available. There's a wait list. So you can place a hold, and it will ask you for your email address and to confirm your email address. Then you'll click on place a hold, and it will send you an email when that book is ready for you. In the advanced search, say we wanted Meg Cabot, but we wanted available now, we wanted an ebook. You can put all that in. You can also search by lexile measures and things like that. But we'll just try something a little easier. So now it's showing available now and ebooks. So the Bridal Boot Camp again is here. Ooh, a Star Wars thing. Royal Crush. Oh, and all kinds of things here. What is available right now? Ebooks from Meg Cabot. So that is about it for the Ohio Digital Library. Got a huge collection of books because libraries across Ohio purchase titles for the consortium, and we share them with all of you. So you have the biggest selection, but you also have some long wait times for some popular stuff. But if there's a book that you can't find and you think we ought to have on here, you can email me and we will see if we can get that for you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me or send me a message on Facebook, through the Dover Public Library Facebook page, any way you can. We do our best to monitor all the social media, so you have many options for getting a hold of us. My email is strassel@doverlibrary.org, so you can always email me. I check it multiple times a day. If I can help you, I will. And our goal is always to help you and to get you set up so that you can enjoy these resources. So thanks for watching. and I'll see you in the next video.